Welcome back. In this session, we'll take a complete guided tour of the AWS Management Console. Whether you're brand new to AWS or just looking to get more comfortable with the console, this walkthrough will help you understand how to navigate AWS with confidence. AWS offers a vast number of services, and at first the console may seem overwhelming. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to find important settings, how to locate AWS services quickly, and how to manage your AWS account efficiently. Let's dive in. An ideal place to start would be to understand your AWS account information. Once you have logged in, look at the top right corner of your screen and click on your account name. Here, you'll find essential account-related settings, including an account ID. This is a unique identifier for your AWS account. A billing and cost management option. This is where you monitor charges and set up cost alerts. And then security credentials. This is one of the most important sections where you manage authentication methods, access keys, and multi-factor authentication. It's good practice to avoid using your root account for daily tasks. Instead, AWS recommends creating an IAM user with specific permissions. We'll cover IAM in detail later, but for now, just remember that securing your root account is critical. Next, let's look at regions, which you'll find at the top right of the console. AWS operates data centers all over the world, and each AWS region represents a group of those data centers in a specific geographic location. For example, you might see regions like US East, North Virginia, Europe, Frankfurt, Africa, Cape Town, etc. Selecting the right region is important for performance, cost, and compliance. If your users are mostly in Europe, for example, deploying resources in a European AWS region will result in faster response times. Some industries, like banking and healthcare, also have regulations that require data to be stored in specific countries. Think of AWS regions like airport hubs. If you're flying from Lagos to Nairobi, you wouldn't want your flight routed through New York. That would be inefficient. Similarly, selecting a region close to your users helps applications run faster. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful features in the AWS console, the search bar. Instead of clicking through menus, you can simply type the name of any AWS service and it will appear instantly. For example, if you type EC2, the EC2 service will pop up immediately and you can click it to access your virtual machines. AWS frequently updates its console interface, which means services may move around from time to time. Instead of trying to remember where everything is, just use the search bar. It's the fastest way to navigate AWS. Right next to the search bar, you'll see some important icons. Let's go through them one by one. The settings icon. This allows you to customize your AWS console, including switching between light mode and dark mode, depending on your preference. The notifications icon. This is where AWS alerts you about important updates, security warnings, or service-related messages. The support icon. Clicking this gives you access to AWS documentation, FAQs, and the AWS Support Center. And also, the Cloud Shell icon. AWS Cloud Shell provides a built-in command line terminal right inside the browser. This means you can run AWS CLI commands without installing anything on your local machine. Let's return to the AWS console homepage. Here you'll see a section for recently visited services, which lets you quickly access AWS services you've used before. Below that, you'll find all AWS services neatly grouped into categories such as compute services. This includes EC2 for virtual machines and Lambda for serverless computing. Storage services. This includes services such as Amazon S3, which provides scalable object storage. Machine learning services. Services like AWS SageMaker can be found here, which is used to train AI models. Networking and security services. This includes networking services like VPC and Internet Gateway and security services such as AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM. AWS lets you customize your dashboard by adding widgets so you can pin frequently used services for quick access. One of the most critical areas of the AWS console is the billing and cost management dashboard. Here, you can check your current usage and charges, set up budgets and spending alerts, and analyze spending trends using AWS Cost Explorer. If you're using the AWS free tier, you should set up free tier usage alerts to avoid unexpected charges. AWS will notify you if you're about to exceed free tier limits, helping you stay within budget. We'll cover cost monitoring in more detail in an upcoming session, but for now, just remember that keeping an eye on your billing dashboard is essential to managing AWS efficiently. As you scroll down the AWS console homepage, you'll find useful resources to help you stay updated. These include AWS documentation, AWS announcements and blogs, and AWS Skill Builder. This is AWS's learning platform where you can find free and paid AWS training courses directly from AWS experts. And that wraps up our complete tour of the AWS Management Console. By now, you should feel more comfortable navigating AWS, finding services quickly, and understanding the key sections of the console. In the next session, we'll take a deeper dive into specific AWS services and start working hands-on with cloud resources. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next lesson.